Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Sunday, January 27th, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 2019. Early update tonight. I'm headed out of town, but I'll be back tomorrow. You're looking at the GFS model. A heavy snow system predicted to explode through the upper Great Plains at the start of February. And this is to add insult to injury in an area being pummeled by cold temperatures. They could be buried in a major blizzard, in an area where blizzard conditions are currently issued. Let's check weather.gov and see the warnings and watches that are currently up in this region. We have heavy snow predicted in this area coming in after the weekend here in the Four Corners. Major system predicted. But the heavy snow coming through the Midwest right now is affecting Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan in a big way. Winter storm watches and warnings, blizzard warnings and watches in 3 states here: Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. Say it ain't soda. Hundreds of counties under winter storm warning or watch. The entire upper Midwest buried and frozen. And that goes for you in the Appalachians. Freeze warnings and watches throughout the South. An Arctic intrusion of air will plunge and settle across much of the eastern 2/3 of the country this week. Most vulnerable will be the corridor from the upper Midwest into the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley, as dangerous cold temperatures will combine with well below zero and perhaps life-threatening wind chills. And it will be chilly. Dangerous cold to follow a clipper system moving through the Midwest. The National Weather Service has already issued alerts ahead of the clipper system. Fast-moving blast of snow, ice, and rain originating from Alberta. There's the Alberta clipper. By Monday morning, the area of low pressure will be just south of Traverse City. The Chi-Town metro area will be on the bullseye for the clipper system Monday morning into early afternoon. Areas south and southeast of Chi-Town have a great chance of seeing rain or wintry mix. Snow is possible into Missouri. And by Tuesday, this will move east as the beast from the east, Clipper, clips the east coast. The storm will race eastward and impact the northeast mid-Atlantic by Tuesday night. For coastal areas in New York metro area, rain will dominate at first, but the cold front will flash freeze the entire region. Many people picking up on that term today, flash freeze. Sipping my coffee. Winter weather to blast southern U.S. early in the week. He looks lost. Snow and cold will not just be confined to the Midwest and Northeast United States this week. Many communities in the South will also be freezing their arse off. Not only that, they're going to be dealing with snow, slippery travel, and a rapid freeze-up. I guess that's their version of flash freeze. The Arctic front associated with the storm unloading disruptive snow in the Midwest currently is expected to sweep as far south as the Gulf Coast, according to AccuWeather meteorologist Rob Richards. Residents of the southern U.S. should dig out their blankets and coats, cover their sensitive plants. Temperatures are forecast to plummet dramatically behind the front. After peaking around 60 Fahrenheit Monday, the temperatures will drop into the 20s in Little Rock, Arkansas Monday night. That is your plight. Monday night through your Tuesday, rapid freeze up. Slick roads and sidewalks may start as rain. Much colder behind it. Charleston south to Jackson, Mississippi. Heads up, Atlanta. You have an inch forecast. Couple inches of snow can fall in Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, and Chattanooga. Travel can become slippery, treacherous roads, rapidly turning from wet to slushy to deadly. Atlanta could even receive a coating And we were all wondering why the Atlanta airport bought a new de-icer. I wonder. Wonder no more. They're about to need to use it. Use it or lose it. Oh, this is delicious. Here we go. Snow and brutal cold this week. Heads up, Iowa City. North, Dubuque, New Hampton. A strong winter storm will move across Iowa Sunday into Monday. Heavy snow will be likely in parts of the area, especially in the northeast. Behind the storm, record-breaking dangerous cold moves in Tuesday through your Thursday. That's like a lose day. Dubuque and North, 6 to 8 or more snow. South of there, lesser amounts. But then the Arctic air invasion explodes south into the upper Midwest. And northeast Iowa is in the crosshair for some of the coldest temperatures ever recorded in that region. I hope you're prepared. Winter storm warning now for a big strip of lower Mich. Detailed heavy snow forecast on the map. We showed you the bigger picture, and we'll get back to it. You can see the blizzard warnings peeking in here. Winter storm warnings and watches. Winter weather advisories in purple. Here's the snowfall in inches forecast. You can see a huge swath of 14 to 15 inches of snow in the pink. The snowfall expected with this storm over Tuesday morning. The heaviest snows caused 6 to 10 inches in a huge area, including Grand Rapids, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, and the Thumb, and much of northern Michigan, including Traverse City. I'd expect more, 6 to 7 inches totals rather than 10. The heaviest snow should fall north of Grand Rapids into the northeast and lower Michigan. And from the Finnish Meteorological Institute, we can see the new data point coming out. Third week of January. Record total snowmass in the northern hemisphere, excluding the mountains, which is not being reported on by anyone in the mainstream, anywhere. Look how far off it is from the 30-year average. What would they have to say about that? Be crickets in the room. Now, by this weekend, the Northeast. Later in the week, the Northeast is going to experience heavy snow. Northern New York still forecast. Vermont, northern New Hampshire, northern Maine to get pummeled. Pennsylvania, the Philly burbs. You're also in the mix for up to 6 to 8 inches of snow in that same period. We're talking through Friday. Then the West this weekend gets buried. And that storm will move east. Bring even more snow. These models are going to change, but the snow is going to continue to fall. The southern snow will be blanketing the region on Tuesday. So Tuesday morning through Tuesday, look for snow in the South states, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, heads up. And then the mountains of the southern Appalachians as well, picking up light to moderate snow totals. They won't be schmodals, but there will be totals. Big winner, the Dax with the big boom. 16-inch boom right there. That's a boom. 16-inch boom by Wednesday in the Dax. There are your blizzard warnings. Come get them. Seismic update, no quakes to note. Moderate activity on the Ring of Fire. 4.5 off the coast of Oregon. 5.1 Hernani, Philippines. Nothing dangerous. Seismic update, worldwide volcano news. Nevados de Chillán. Here we can see Saco doing a little boom boom live. Isolated emission from Nevados de Chillán. Barren Island continues an uptick. Chevaluche, Reventador, Planchon, Petaroa, and others. Come check out the data for yourself. Here over at K-Vert, we could see the Chevaluche information, current aviation color orange. Now, a growth of the lava dome continues at Chevaluche. A viscous lava blocks extrude into the northern part of it. Strong fumarolic activity and incandescence at the dome. We showed you that the other night live. Hot avalanches accompany this process. Explosive extrusive eruptions of the volcano continue. Ash explosions, 32,800 to 49,200 feet. Could occur at any time. Ongoing activity could affect international and low-flying craft. Heads up. Aviation color code orange. Major northeastern snowstorms expected to continue with climate change. Read this and be really confused. Warming temperatures will reduce smaller storms but allow bigger storms to continue. And when we said there'd be no more snow, what we meant is there would be no more snow in smaller storms, but lots of snow in bigger storms. We forgot to tell you that part about more snow in big storms because we're making it up as we go along. And now we have concluded, beyond a shadow of a doubt, science has settled that smaller snowstorms that drop a few inches will diminish greatly in number within about 100 years after we're dead, so no one will find that out. But the most damaging types of storms and tons of snow will strike every few years and cause widespread disruption because of the frequent warming. More nonsense coming up. Baffin Island landscapes ice-free for the first time in 40,000 years. It's burning up in Baffin. Let's look at the weather forecast up there. See how hot it is up in Baffin. Now this paper is coming out. Nature Communications. Rapidly receding Arctic Canadian glaciers reveal landscapes continuously ice-covered for 40,000 years. Here we are at Baffin where it's burning up. High temperature today of minus 35. It's going to warm up to a balmy minus 23 on Thursday. And then there should be a little cold front coming through for the rest of the year. Balmy up there. Now, Baffin Island landscapes ice-free for the first time in 40,000 years is a wonderful headline if you want to scare the out of your global warming people. They don't tell you about the temperature up there. That it's 65 degrees colder than freezing. Now, these rapidly receding Arctic Canadian glaciers in Baffin Island they're talking about are in an extremely local area here in the southeast. Not up in the north. In an area where warm Atlantic water can come up and potentially affect local weather in that area. So, if this article is anything, it's disingenuous in what it proves. What it proves in this one tiny area of Baffin Island that some glaciers have receded that have been there for 40,000 years. Which, by the way, has nothing to do with global warming and everything to do with local changes in weather. If you pick it up. Scientists create liquid fuel that can store the sun's energy for 18 years. It's like solar love liquid. Read about it. It's amazing. No matter how abundant or renewable solar power has a thorn in its side, there's no way to store it. You got to use it. You put it in batteries, they go bad in 8 years, and they cost a lot of money, and they're toxic. But now, scientists in Sweden have developed a specialized fluid called solar thermal fuel. It can store energy from the sun for well over a decade. A solar thermal fuel is like a rechargeable battery, but instead of electricity, you put the sunlight in and get heat out, triggered on demand. Jeffrey Grossman, an engineer, works with these materials at MIT. Now, I've been working with similar materials in my quest for sustainability, and we came across eutectic salts. These are phase change, non-toxic salts in liquid that go from liquid to solid at a certain temperature threshold, and they release massive amounts of heat. So we have a similar polymer here, isomer they're calling it, that they've developed that can store that heat from the sun. Check it out, it's pretty cool. No carbon footprint there. Pentagon secretly researched Stargate's alternative dimensions in UFOs. Declassified documents have revealed that the Pentagon spent millions researching subjects, which make the X-Files look like a Rex Bear show romper room, including wormholes, alternative dimensions. The DIA released 38 research titles in January after the Freedom of Information Act request. The research includes warp drive, dark energy, manipulation of extra dimensions, invisibility cloaking, transable wormholes, traversable wormholes, stargates, and negative energy. Well, if you need any of that, just go buy it. Never mind. The research was funded as part of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program by America's Department of Defense. The DoD, yes. Traversable wormholes, invisibility cloaking, and manipulation of extra dimensions. There's where your tax dollars go. Hey, Boars Ranches, YouTube reached out to me. They put up a new video today. They don't have a lot of subscribers. They don't have a lot of watchers. She has a lot of acres, and she needs some help. She's looking for 1 or 2 people that maybe want to lease some of her land and help her out with her sheep. She's in the middle of nowhere. If you're on a limited budget and you're looking for an opportunity, here's one that is available right now. Boars Ranches. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below her video here. The one she just put up 12 minutes ago with her sheep. You could probably see the type of atmosphere she's living in. The area, the region. But there's wild dogs eating her sheep flock and she doesn't know what to do. She needs help. And she's an old lady. Or whatever. I'm making that up. But she needs some volunteers and she's willing to share her 80 acres with you. If you're willing to share some of your money with her. Links will be below. Be proactive. Don't be such a sheep or wild dogs will eat you. We're here live at Boars Ranches. Where the baby lambs get eaten by dogs. I love the sound of baby lambs. Guys, I hope you got something out of the video. Times are changing. And I'm about to leave the building. The U.S. government is spending your tax dollars on researching whatever they want. They're not telling you about anything. Do you think they're telling you about the impending magnetic reversal? Do you think they care that you're preparing? Because they haven't said a peep. Or are they just waiting for the right moment to warn you? To save your family? You make the call. I'll make the coffee. Be safe.